God completed creation in 6 days, and on the seventh day, he rested. Not because he was tired, but to establish a sacred principle, rest and communion with him. From the beginning, God teaches us that rest is part of his divine design for life. God's rest was not inactivity, but the completion of a perfect work. He looked at all he had created and declared it good. This reminds us to pause, reflect, and give thanks for his blessings. God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, giving it a special purpose. It is not an ordinary day, but a sacred time to connect with our Creator and renew our spiritual strength. Sabbath rest is an invitation to trust in God. It teaches us that our lives do not depend solely on our efforts, but on his provision and faithfulness. It reminds us that he is our true source of rest. From creation, the seventh day was established as a symbol of divine order. God not only created time, but showed us how to manage it wisely, balancing work and rest. Resting in God brings peace to the soul. In a fast-paced world, his example calls us to pause and seek his presence. It is not just a command, but a gift of love for our lives. Through rest, God teaches us to appreciate his creation. It is a time to admire his work, renew our faith, and remember that everything we have comes from him. The seventh day connects us with God's original purpose for humanity. We were not created just to work, but to live in harmony with him, enjoying his presence. God's rest also foreshadows the eternal rest he has prepared for his people. It reminds us that one day, we will enter his perfect rest, free from all burdens. Jesus taught that true rest is found in him. He said, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11 verse 28. He is our Sabbath. The seventh day reminds us that God is in control. Sometimes, stopping and trusting in his provision takes more faith than continuing to work. He is the one who sustains our lives. Rest allows us to recharge physically and spiritually. God designed us with the need for rest, not just for the body, but also for the soul. In the Bible, the Sabbath was instituted as a covenant between God and his people. It is a sacred time for communion, worship, and renewal in his presence. Resting in God is more than ceasing activities, it is a state of the heart. When we trust in him, we experience peace that the world cannot give, a deep, restoring rest. The seventh day is a day of worship and gratitude. It is an opportunity to step away from daily concerns and remember that God is our provider and sustainer. Today, let us accept God's invitation to rest. Let us learn to trust, pause, and renew our relationship with him. May every day of rest reflect his love and faithfulness.